by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here in our NBA on 2K Sports studio, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal at your service. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. Last game for the Wizards, they picked up the W against the Jazz. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. Last year, Randy Whitman as a head coach in the playoffs for the first time. What do you make of the job that Whit has done with the Wizards?
Well, he has great experience. He's been coaching for a long time and really knows how it works. He's always a threat to throw a curveball at a team, especially in crunch time. Very defensive-minded, and he's an anti-analytical type of coach.
Yeah. Are you anti-analytical?
No, because I can't even spell it.
Then how could you be? And I don't even understand that.
It just sounded nice, Ernie.
Yeah. Here's Kevin Harlan. Whatever.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at the Timberwolves. They come in off a difficult stretch of home games, and a win here on the road would do a lot to get that confidence back.
You know, Kevin, there's something about the road that gives a team a chance to really come together. It's you against the rest of the world. You can really bond and have a chance to become a closer unit, and oftentimes that can result in better basketball.
And that's what they'll be hoping for on this trip, Clark, because they've got to get something going right for them. It's been a struggle of late.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Levine. Gorgie Dang is out there with Young. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after one season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
Here is Brewer. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Rejected by Wall. Pierce dishes the Wall. Feeds it to Gortat. Pass to Beal. Will not go. This is off the front iron. So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz.
That was a heck of a performance for them offensively. There were some stretches there where it just seemed like everything was falling for them.
And it wasn't by accident they shot it that well. Their ball movement was excellent. That was the key to me.
Washington with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Outside, Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got his first basket of the night.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Well, the Wolves didn't have a hard time scoring against any team. They took it to another level, it seemed always against the East.
Well, every time they played out of conference, it seemed like an up-and-down wild affair, and they were pretty good in those kind of games.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Chang, the pass to Wiggins. The three-pointer, no good.
As you said, with the Wolves, third in the league when it came to scoring against the East, but they were also near the bottom in points allowed.
Now Now here's Wall. Tight defense on him. They get it again. Nene. No good with the layup. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The kick out to Young. Pass to Levine. From downtown. Washington with the rebound.
The Wolves did fare well against the East, but if they were able to play just a little better at the defensive end of the floor, I think they could have had a pretty strong out-of-conference record.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Here's Hummel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good. Levine. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. Miller outside. Kicks to Humphries. Three-pointer, Butler, and that one's good. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to the wing. With 2 seconds left. Can't get it to go. Tie game in Washington. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
This Friday, December 19th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Do not miss it.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Chris Humphries, one of the lone veterans, Steve, last season on a rebuilding Celtics team.
Well, he was really a salary cap piece in that trade that brought Garnett and Pierce to Brooklyn. So, yeah, the minutes, limited by the needs of the Celtics to play younger players. But for the Celtics, I mean, they were actually better on both ends when he was on the court.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Rasul Butler. Porter is out there with Miller. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Humphries in at the four-man position.
And for Humphries last season, a return to form with his mid-range jump shot. Very much value added. He's dangerous from that high post area.
Here's Muhammad. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. Porter kicks to Miller. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You talk about Humphries' shooting ability, a career year at the free throw line. Shot it at over 81%.
There's the pick. Al Budinger, he feeds it to Muhammad. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Wizards forced their way into the playoffs last year, but they could have been a lot better at home as they left a lot of wins on the table last season.
So both teams making some changes here. Wall attacking and stolen by Jang. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Ricky Rubio hasn't always played as well as he had hoped, but wants to be a leader for his team. He said, "That's the way I am. That's the way I've played my whole career. But when I don't feel comfortable, it's hard. I just have to get back on track and lead by example out there, busting my tail and bringing energy every night." Guys,
credit him for continuing to work. Thanks, Doris.
And as you said, the Wizards were fairly ho-hum at home last season, just 22-19 at home. And I think they certainly can improve upon that this year.
Touching again, guys, and the Wizards at home. They actually had the worst home record of any team that made the playoffs last year.
Well, they were able to toughen up and play better at home during the playoffs, but still, it was a shock to see how middle of the road they were in this building last year.
Now, here's Brewer. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Wiggins dishes to Muhammad. He kicks it to Brewer. Muhammad sets a pick for Brewer. Young, a screen on Beal. Clock at 6. He had a nice open look right there.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot.
Count that one.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Here's Wiggins. Following the basket by John Wall.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times. How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
So it's the Timberwolves now after Marcin Gortat's bucket. Wiggins passes to Young. Good on the triple. Young's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there. You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Outside, Wall. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here's Brewer. He's covered by Beal. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here we go. And that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Wizards lead.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Excellent D there from Pierce.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Wizards lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Bradley, it certainly seemed to be a focus of this team to have a strong first half, which you did. Is this type of intensity something that coaches made a priority?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Well, you imposed your will, Bradley. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, Wall had a great quarter. He has 9 points and a block.
Well, he's dominated this game. Not only has he gotten to the free throw line with his aggressiveness, but he's gotten open shots for his teammates as well.
Well, those are the 2 most fundamental areas of the game, guys.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Levine is out there with Corey Brewer. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Young. And it's Jang in at the 5.
Andrew Wiggins, blessed with great athletic bloodlines. You know, his father was a former NBA player, and his mom was an Olympic sprinter, so make no mistake, great genes there.
At his size 6'8" with a 7-foot arm span, Andrew Wiggins has a chance to literally rise above his opponents.
Great bounce, tremendous bounce ability, over a 40-inch vertical jump, and he's got a quick second and third jump as well, Kevin, which sometimes is overlooked, but it makes a big difference in the game of basketball.
Scouts don't overlook that, though.
They're always on top of it.
They sure are. Now, here is Young. The pass to Dang. Here's Levine. No luck. Some solid defense there by Nene.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
So it's Minnesota now. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
Yeah, very solid offensive execution out there.
Here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Can't hit, so Minnesota will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. 5th on the list, Andrew Wiggins.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Exactly. The IQ he's shown at the defensive end this past month has been very, very impressive.
And so it's Washington with it, following the 3 by Minnesota. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. Outside, Wall.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Off with the layup. Minnesota in the lead. To the right side. Here's Levine, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Outside for Beal. To end the run. Rebound by Dang.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Gorgui Dieng getting an opportunity late last season with Nikola Pekovic's ankle issues, and the rookie responded as many people thought he would. He was just opportunity away from showing that he could compete at the NBA level.
Now here's Beal. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The feed to Nene. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Jang last season became only the 4th rookie in the last 20 years to put up a 20-point, 20-rebound game.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Kevin, he's a terrific rebounder, good shot blocker. Remember from his days at Louisville. And for the 21st pick in the draft, you got to think that the Wolves are excited about his potential.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Sewell Butler comes in for Paul Pierce. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Miller's subbed in for John Wall. Now Miller. Thaddeus Young missing on his 3. Miller outside. It's Gortat with the drive, and the basket good. Gortat's got his 2nd bucket.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Budinger gets it to go. Budinger's got the lead, back up to 3 now for Minnesota. Wizards have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. Miller inside. Knocks down the 10-footer. Miller's got his 2nd basket of the night. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Budinger against Porter. Levine kicks to Buddingham. Here's Hummel, defended by Butler. Shot clock at 6. A baseline J, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Bennett. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota. The Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Miller up on top. Ejected by Young, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Wizards trail by 3. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Pearson and Ames going up the forward spots. And it's Serafin in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen. And if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
Brewer, the pass to Levine. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Now here's Wall. Dishes it to Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Brewer. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
And Wall kicks to Serafin. Knocked loose and stolen by Bennett. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Levine can't hit. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. It counts, and the foul. That's on Anthony Bennett.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Gortat's checked in for Kevin Serafin. And then for Minnesota, Young comes in for Anthony Bennett. And Wiggins is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Levine, covered by Wall. Levine kicks to Young. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Wow, fans just getting their money's worth tonight. Really entertaining ball game.
It has been. The margin separating these teams has been paper thin.
Now here's Wall. Outside Pierce. Another shot. They shoot again. Gortat misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Levine. Young, right side. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away. Here's Dang. Beal pulls it in. Washington trailing. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And Paul Pierce with the slam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 1. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got to to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's Wall. That is Young missing his last shot. Wall, that's good.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Wall. Wall draws the double. Shoots it up. No good off the front iron.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Nene. Young dishes to Jang. Young passes to Dang. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
With the second effort, it's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Wall kicks to...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I think he was just enjoying the moment up there.
And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, it certainly seemed like the defense made the difference for this team tonight. Tell us how the team's defensive mindset has helped you guys lately.
Well, we really relied on our defense. We've been playing really well at home as of late, so hopefully we can keep that trend going. But we still got our work cut out for us.
Defense has always been the staple of this group, Paul. Thank you for your time. Guys?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, John Wall.